Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Low and Slow Thursday workout today. So format for today is long duration, low intensity, 120 to 140 beats per minute heart rate, conversational pace, sweaty, bunch of full range of motion exercises, maybe some burning in the legs, but nowhere near the pain cave. We do this for heart health and for your recovery, okay? So there's a couple purposes behind this style of workout. And I would never say like you predominantly should be in this zone when you're working out, but it is a fun time, a fun place to work out in because it is not super uncomfortable, but you definitely get something out of it, okay? So keep that in mind, keep the intensity desired in mind as we go through this. And recognize that you might have to back off on some things. You might not be able to run at a zone 2 pace. Running might immediately push you into like zone 3 or zone 4, right? And you might have to do a power walk or just go on a bike or go on a rower, go on the ski erg, or do some like shuttle walking inside. Any of those are fine for when we do our big block of zone 2 cardio, okay? So begin with 3 minutes of your choice warm-up pace cardio. Then we're gonna do one time through, and this whole thing will be on a 45-minute clock. Spider-Man low crawl, so we're reaching that front elbow to the ground inside the foot that's forward, and then creeping forward, pulling the other leg up, elbow down again on the way back. We're gonna work on a two-hand toe touch. So I want you to try to be like a zombie. I'm reaching my arm straight out, swinging that leg up in front of me, like so, trying not to crunch down, but feeling the stretch in that hamstring, and don't let the heel on the leg that's touching the ground, don't let that heel come up either, because that takes away from the stretch of the hamstring on the leg that's swinging. Air squat with the T-spine rotation. This one is totally fine if you want to do this by the rig and stretch up when you do it, but air squat, and then I want you to put one hand down and twist the other direction, and then the other hand down and twist the opposite direction, all right, and then stand up. So without support, it might look like this: plant and twist, and obviously I can stretch a lot farther when I have a little object to support me or something to reach up to. So that can be beneficial for some people that need a little extra mobility help, like myself, okay? Bottoms up, kettlebell, reverse lunge to press, right? So I'm gonna start with the kettlebell in one hand, bottom facing upward, same leg steps back. As I go down, I'm pressing to the overhead position, standing tall before I reset my arm, and then back to the start position. So stepping back, pressing, standing tall, and then resetting. So 5 reps of that on each arm. And when you're done, you can put all that stuff away. You need your cardio tools and a sandbag for the workout. So the way this will work is 3, 2, 1, go. You're gonna go into, or as soon as you finish the warm up and you've got your stuff out, you just go right into your first 5 minutes of whatever you're doing. Either look at the clock or use the tool, use the timer on your cardio to go for 5 minutes at a zone 2 pace. Try to be as steady and consistent with your pace as you can. So that doesn't mean like start off super fast and then as your heart rate spikes, back way off until it drops again, and then make it spike again, and then make it drop again. I want you to ramp up slowly and be in perfect control of your heart rate, your breath control the entire way through, okay? So that is part of the practice of these zone 2 workouts, as well as the cardio and the recovery benefits to it. When you get done with that, we're doing recovery burpees. Just means don't rush your way through them, okay? So not like what we did on Monday. So you can plant your hands, you can walk your feet back, you can drop your knees, you can lay down. Here, let's get back up. So on the knees, walking up, or you can jump up and a jump and clap. It was not a big deal, right? It's not a big event. I just kind of did it, and I do 7 more just like that. Being intentional about not going super crazy on my burpees, right? So I just want to show you guys, there's burpees and then there's burpees, right? Sandbag, side shuffle, right? So I'm taking my sandbag, I'm gonna get it into a front rack position. So I'm holding it underneath my chin, getting my knees bent, staying low, moving side to side. So 40 feet to the left, staying low, trying not to straighten my arms out when I do, or my legs out when I do this, moving back to the right. So don't stand all the way up in the middle of those sandbag side shuffles. Stay low, right? And don't rush them, okay? That's our sandbag side shuffle. 30-second monkey hang. So find a hang. I always recommend facing the clock, right? Because if I did it like this, right, and then I'm like looking over my shoulder the whole time, it makes it really awkward to do my monkey hang. So get it to a bar where you can look at the clock. And then the last exercise is our dead bug. So this is a really good spinal muscle exercise. So starting in our home position right here, legs straight, arms straight, reaching up. I'll move any two appendages, right? It could be right arm, right leg. It could be right arm, left leg. It could be right arm, left arm. It could be right leg, left leg, right? Any of those, but each of them moves 8 times in that sequence. When you get done with that, you go right back to your 5 minutes of zone 2 pace cardio. That's it. Have a great one. I'll see you guys Friday.